Hello everyone, this is our lecture number 4. In this lecture, we discuss about the design philosophy of WSM. I am Ankit Agarwal, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department in Engineering College, Jhalawar. Now we will start our lecture. So here we have to study about the design philosophy of WSM. First, philosophy of a structure may be regarded as the process of selecting proper material, proportion, elements of the structures. And how we will get this? It is the art, engineering, science and technology. So these three things is help to find the philosophy of any method. So here we considered WSM, that is the working stress method. This is also called the traditional method because it is also used for steel and timber. There are some assumption is made for WSM. Then assumptions are structural member behave in linear elastic manner, permissible or allowable stress are kept well below the material strength. That means if you cast a cube, that is the M20 cube, so you know that the maximum strength of this cube is 20, below which this cube is not required. So here same, if we construct a building with the WSM method, then if we say this is the 20 kilonewton per meter square or 30 kilonewton per meter square, so that is the maximum value of that product. So we design or we applied the load below that 30 kilonewton per meter square or 20 kilonewton per meter square. Third one is, in this design method, members are designed to never go beyond their elastic range. This you know when we study the stress strain curve. So you know that that is a linear elastic curve in which up to that point our material is in elastic positions. Fourth one is the allowable stress is determined by suitably restricting the material's yield or ultimate strength. So here for finding the allowable stress, we have one formula for that: yield or ultimate stress divided by factor of safety. So factor of safety in WSM for concrete is 3 and for steel is 1.78. So with the help of this formula, we have find the allowable stress for the materials. Now here when we apply load, stresses is induced in materials and we can calculate them using the principles of strength of material. You already study in strength of material, when we applied a load, there are some internal stresses are generated in the object. So same process is applied here, and this reinforced concrete is the combination of two materials, that is the concrete and steel. That's why it is called a composite material. And stresses in steel is indirectly related to the stresses in surrounding concrete. That's why this indirect relationship between concrete and steel is expressed in terms of modular ratio. Now what do you mean by modular ratio? So here now we discuss about what do you mean by modular ratio. So modular ratio is the ratio of stress in steel upon stress in concrete. So how we find this formula? You know that modulus of elasticity is proportional to stress upon strain, because stress is directly proportional to strains. So capital E is equal to stress upon strain. So here we apply that formula and from that formula here we cut strain in steel and strain in concrete, because here both act as a same part. So these two parts is cancel out, and here remaining part is the modulus of elasticity of steel and modulus of elasticity of concrete. So from that part we have get modular ratio formula ES upon EC. Now there are some drawbacks of WSMs. These drawbacks are: the actual stress distribution of concrete is not described. It's assumed to be elastic, but in reality concrete is not elastic. In our previous slide we seen that is an elastic material, but here we seen that is not a proper elastic. So concrete is not elastic, but here we assume it is as a elastic. Same factor of safety is used for different types of loads. We know that is a factor of safety for concrete and steel, and in WSM we use same factor of safety for different types of loading. The failure mode cannot be observed. Here this sentence means I was take example, if we have a object that is 30 kilonewton per meter square, but for that we have to design 25 kilonewton per meter square object. So it is not give a chance to failure the object. That's why the failure mode cannot be observed. The warning before failure cannot be studied preciously, and the last one is the we cannot account shrinkage and creep effect by using working stress methods. So these are the drawbacks of WSMs. So this is the design philosophy of WSM. With the help of this method we have designed or analysis the structures, in which we analyze singly reinforced structure only. Now at present days we use LSM method, but for understanding the concept of WSM, here we also analysis and design singly reinforced beam with the help of WSMs. So today's lecture is over. Now we meet in other lectures with analysis and designing part of WSM. Thank you.